Welcome to my Barlates Body Blitz segment of seated abdominals. For this workout, all you will need is a nice comfortable exercise mat. Okay, let's get started. I want you to start with your legs extended in front of you, and I want you to C-curve, so you're really sucking in your tummy and rounding your back, and you're curving your back backwards, and you're extending your arms in front of you. I want you to get really comfortable in this position because this is the position that we're going to be using for most of our exercises today. So you're really rounding your back, you're pulling your navel to your spine, and you're thinking about reaching your arms in front of you. So now once you have this position, I want you to slowly start to pulse. So it's like you're pulsing back and then you're reaching for your toes. It's a tiny little movement. You're hardly moving here, it's just really rounding. You're rounding your chest over your hips. So it's like a C shape that is really just tucked and held in place. You're exhaling. Every time you push back, you're exhaling, trying to get that curve more and more pronounced. Even squeezing your arms a little bit here so that you're building that heat. Feeling your abs tightening and contracting, never letting up on that contraction. Tiny focused movement. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to bring your arms overhead, keeping that same C-curve position, and start lifting your knees towards your chest. So what we're doing now is engaging the lower abdominals as well. This is a very controlled movement. We're really keeping the midsection completely still while we're using those long levers, your arms and your legs extended, to crunch into the center. So this is like a seated crunch. Holding that C-curve. Pushing your chest forward, sucking your tummy in, really envisioning the shape of that C. If you have a mirror where you can actually sit side on and see your body in the mirror, that is one great way of making sure that you are tucking those hips back and pushing those navels to the spine. Go for 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring our knee across the body. So what we're doing is, it's almost like you're trying to bring your opposite knee to that opposite shoulder. We haven't moved out of that C-curve position. Our middle is exactly in the same position that we started. If you start to fatigue, you can bring it up slightly. Release that and then come back down. But if you can, I want you to challenge yourself, and each time you do this segment, you can curve lower, lower, reaching your chest further to the front and curving. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg up and tiny pulses. We're pulsing that knee diagonally across. It's not towards the center, it's actually the knee is pointing more towards your opposite shoulder. Tinily rotating your shin towards the front of the room and pulsing. You should feel this in your obliques as well, just down the side. Really keeping that tuck. Keeping that C for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending that leg long, not coming out of that curve. Bringing the other leg in and pulsing. So now you're pulsing the front leg to the back shoulder. You are still holding those abs in. They should be burning. If they're not burning, then just lean further back. The closer you are to the ground here, the harder it is. So if you come all the way down, you're going to feel it. This is an exercise that even the most advanced people can get a burn with. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your legs out, come up for a second, wiggle around a bit, have a deep breath. Now back in that same position, arms extended. Belly has to be really curved here. You should be feeling an actual C shape in your tummies, reaching your arms long. Now, instead of having a bent leg, we're going to repeat that sequence with a straight leg. So we're bringing our extended arms to our extended leg in the center. Point that toe, make it look pretty. Straight leg, crunching into the middle. So this seated crunch is engaging your upper and lower abdominals. You should also be feeling your hip flexors, which is what's helping you lift that leg up. And lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. There should be quivering going on here. Other side. Lifting. Bringing that chest to that extended leg. Nice long leg. Pointing your toe away from you. Reaching long. Your arms are a little bit curved here. They don't need to be completely straight. Your concentration should be on your midsection. You're squeezing. Squeezing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend long. Make sure you're still tucked. Now we're going to bring that leg across. Extended and across. So it is trying to reach the opposite shoulder. That straight leg is coming towards the opposite shoulder. Keep the leg straight. Try not to bend the knee. And squeeze. Squeeze up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Readjust. Now front leg to back shoulder. So once again, squeezing up, diagonally across. Trying to get your knee towards that opposite shoulder. As close as you can get, but I know this is hard. Leg nice and straight. Toe pointed. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2, last one. Now for the dreaded pulse. So readjust, arms extended, lift that leg and tiny pulses. Just tiny pulses towards that opposite shoulder. Keep that C curve. Arms just mini pulses at shoulder height. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And other side. Breathing out, C curve. Lift that leg. And little pulses. Little pulses. Push through it. Breathe through that pain. Breathe through that burn. And if there's no burn there, then lean back further. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Right. Now come up. Deep breath. And back down. Now concentrating on the upper body a little bit. You're still C-curving. You bring your arms up. You can bring your knuckles together. And we're going to tap our elbows to the mat on either side. So remember to use your abdominals here to hold you in place. You're moving side to side. You're not moving forward and back. Side to side, tapping tapping. If this is too much, then you don't need to bring your elbow all the way to the ground. But if you can, hold your legs and your hips and everything steady, and you're just rotating from the waist. Tap, tap, tap. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring your arms behind you, supporting your weight on your palms, and bring your legs in so that your toes are together and pointed and your knees are out to the side. Now what I want you to do is lift your knees towards your shoulders. So you can slightly use your arms to help you here, but you're squeezing your legs in towards those shoulders, crunching through the abdominals. Squeeze, squeeze, crunching through. Breathing. Don't forget to breathe, and you exhale on the exertion. Exhale on the hardest part. Breathing all that air out. Crunching your abs in closer. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to bring your knees under you and sit on your heels and push up even further. Use your hips now to push up to the ceiling. Stretching out. Now come down and just sit in a nice side stance, supporting your weight on that arm, and lean over, lean and stretch that oblique. Reaching away with that top arm. And now coming up and leaning the other way. Nice side stretch. And then switch your legs to the other side. And same thing, leaning down, stretching away. And back up and over the other side. And then just sitting cross-legged and just pushing away. And once again, opening through that chest. If you need to do any more stretching, if you still feel a bit tight, then definitely do so. Otherwise, you can move on to another segment, and I look forward to working out with you again soon.